Well, K-beauty products are really still all the rage and have been for like the last few years, and with good reason. There's a lot of really cool and effective things that they do with their formulations, whether those products come from Japan or Korea. I love them. Everything from face masks to the essence sprays. You guys have followed me, have seen me review many of these products on this channel. But what about sunscreen? I mean, are they safe? Are they effective? Well, I'm going to give you the goods on 6 of them in this video. Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new and not familiar with who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, and I'm here to help you find skincare that will work for you, not into your wallet, and not do more harm than good. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, be sure to subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss all my new videos that come up each week. Okay, so you guys that follow me know I scream and preach sunscreen, 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 sunscreen. You got to protect your skin from the effects of UVA and UVB light, or all of this work that we do to develop skincare routines and go over products just doesn't mean very much if you're not going to protect your skin. Well, as I said, I really love K-beauty products. I like the premise, the more natural approaches that they do to skincare. So you'll probably know, I know you will really enjoy this video today. Let me know in the comments below if you've used K-beauty products or sunscreens and how they worked out for you. I'd really love to know that. Okay, so how this video came into being is that Stylevana, which is a website that bills itself as a one-stop shop for Japanese and Korean fashion and skincare, reached out to me to review and test out 6 new sunscreens that they have on their website. Now, again, I preach sunscreen, but I am one of those people that doesn't like chemicals or chemical-based sunscreens. We've seen a lot of problems with our oceans with those. We've seen a lot of interesting studies that have shown certain chemicals that can get into your bloodstream because chemical sunscreens are absorbed by the skin, where mineral sunscreens sit on the skin and reflect UVA and UVB light back away from you. So these sunscreens that I'm reviewing today are really interesting because they go all the way from completely zinc based to mixed filter, where you have some chemical component and you also have a mineral component, to a chemically based sunscreen. And interestingly enough, I will tell you ahead of time, they do avoid the main chemicals in sunscreens that I dislike that are banned in other states. So I will be mentioning that as I go through these products and talk about my experience with them and why they would be good for you or could be good for you in your skincare routine. Now, while this is not a sponsored routine, I'm not being paid to test out these products, they did give me a special code for you to use if you should decide to choose any of these. And I will put that code down in the video description box below. It's this code right here. You can use that if you decide to purchase something, and you will get a discount directly from them. So again, this is a non-sponsored review. It's just my take on these 6 sunscreens that come from the Asian side of the world. Okay, so the first one of these that I tried out was this one right here. It is the Centella Green Level Unscented Sun Cream. And it is very, very interesting. It's very, very light. Now, this formulation is free of essential oils, alcohol, and fragrance, which I really, really like. It truly is an unscented formulation. They use Centella as the component to help avoid sun damage to your skin. It is an SPF of 50, and I gotta tell you, again, it was really, really light. You could use it anywhere on your face or your body. Now, this is perfect if you have sensitive skin issues, and it is free of the skin-offending chemical sunscreens, octinoxate and oxybenzone, something that you guys hear me talk about all the time. So I really, really did like this product. Okay, so the next one I got to try out, this one right here, Make Prim UV Defense Me Blu-ray Sun Fluid. Now, this is a really interesting formulation as it is a completely mineral-based sunscreen, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, which is one of the things that I recommend most often. The thing that I really liked about this product is it's very light and creamy, and it absorbs completely into the skin without leaving any of that white residue that a lot of mineral sunscreens kind of usually leave behind. So again, I really like this one for both face and body. You get a really large size, almost 7 ounces. So this makes for a really good sunscreen if you have a lot lot of exposure like I do living in Florida. I'm in shorts and a tank top most of the time when I'm not in front of the camera. So this is a really good value. I also like they included some very interesting botanicals. Of course, Centella is in there again, but they had bitterroot and jasmine as well as raspberry extract. So it does have a very light fragrance, but again, it absorbs completely and it didn't give my sensitive skin or oily skin any kind of issues. So this is going to be really good for combination skin and oily skin. Again, didn't make me oilier, which a lot of sunscreens, especially mineral sunscreens, tend to do for me. I don't know about you if you have oily skin, but that's what I run into. So again, really good value, great product. Now, the next one I tried out was this one right here. And if you look at it, it looks like a cologne box actually, but it's not. It is my signature Vita Red sunscreen. And again, it is an SPF 50. In fact, all the ones that I'm talking about today are all SPF 50. Now, this is one of those mixed filter sunscreens I talked about where you have mineral titanium dioxide, but you also have a chemical component to the sunscreen. So you got to get protection from both ways. One from the reflective nature of the mineral sunscreen and the other from the absorption factor of the chemical component. Now, again, not octinoxate or oxybenzone. So the chemical component to this sunscreen that they chose has been deemed safe in the EU and by the FDA, which is, and you're not going to believe this name because it sounds so ridiculous, but it's ethyl hexyl methoxycinnamide. Yeah, that's the chemical. And it has, again, been proven to be safe in use, hasn't caused any problems, cancer, or anything like that. So when I use this, what I did notice about it is very creamy. It's a little bit slower to absorb than the other two, but they also included vitamin C for brightening and aloe for soothing. So if you have dry skin, this could be a really good sunscreen for you. If you're wanting to combine your vitamin C step along with your sunscreen step, this is one of those that could actually do that for you. Now, this is a very mild form of vitamin C, so it's not going to replace a serum necessarily, but it will help keep your skin tone even and brightened as you protect your skin from the sun. Now, a word of caution, because they do include in this product fragrance and alcohol. So if you have extra dry skin or those two things irritate your skin, essential oils, fragrance, alcohol, this is not going to be the product for you. And the first two that we just talked about would be a better choice. Now, the next one on the list to try out was this one right here, Beauty Niacinamide 100 Mineral Brightening Sun Cream. Now, this one is SPF 50, and what I noticed right off, it is a bit thicker than the other products that are liquids or fluid. This is a cream, so it's going to go on more thickly on your skin, but it did absorb completely, and I really did love the citrusy scent. It's a brightening cream, so obviously it's going to contain ingredients that help brighten and even out your skin tone and protect you from some damage all at the same time. Again, it includes vitamin C, and it gets that citrusy smell from the Yuja citrus junus fruit. And again, this is a completely mineral sunscreen, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. Also, they included some interesting vitamins. So you have niacinamide and botanicals like bergamot, sage, and sunflower. Now, I did notice that this product gets really great reviews, like 4.5 out of 5 stars, unusual for any sort of sunscreen product because all of our skin acts so different when you use these products. So if you like citrusy scented skincare products and you're wanting to combine some steps in your skincare routine for brightening and sun protection, this too is a really good product. Now, moving on to the next K-Beauty sunscreen that I tried, it was Thank You Farmers Sun Project water-based sun cream. Now, this is another really interesting formulation. Now, this product too was very quick to absorb because again, it is water-based, but it is a mixed filter sunscreen as well, where you have the mineral component to the sunscreen as well as a chemical component. Now, the chemical that they chose to use in this product was octocrylene. And I know that octo thing, you hear it a lot because it is the prefix of a lot of skin chemicals that are banned for the oceans and for humans in general in a lot of places like the EU, Hawaii, Mexico, and so on. Octocrylene, however, has been proven to be safe and is approved for use in all of those areas, at least for now. Now, even though this formulation does have a chemical component to it, and I myself absolutely shy away from chemicals on my skin when at all possible, because it's FDA approved and it has been banned, I think it's probably okay for you to use it. This formula too also contains botanicals, no surprise, it's K-Beauty, with centella, again, of course, aloe, sunflower, and the very interesting ingredient of mistletoe extract. Now, it does have fragrance in it, but I didn't really detect any. I didn't smell anything, and it didn't give me any trouble with my sensitive skin. So I will leave it up to you to be the decider, but again, a really good formulation otherwise. And now we come to a product brand name that you're probably all gonna recognize, and that's Biore. And yes, they have a watery-based, or watery essence as they call it, UV Sun Cream. Aqua Rich. What a name, right? Well, I will tell you, I tried this product out and it was, of all of them, the most liquid or watery of watery. It goes on very, very wet, but it does absorb very, very well, and it doesn't leave behind a sticky residue, which sort of surprised me when I took a look at the ingredient list. Now, this is, again, a chemical sunscreen. This is not a mineral sunscreen by any stretch of the imagination. Now, one thing I also want to add is they do use methylparabens in the formulation, and I know that a lot of people have heard a lot of things about parabens. The jury is kind of really out on that. I personally do not like to see any parabens in products. I don't really think they're necessary. However, they are in this one. So if you're a person who's avoiding parabens, this is not going to be the product for you. Reasonably priced, really good formulation otherwise, but I leave it up to you to make the decision. Okay, so if K-beauty and Asian skincare is your thing, you now have some choices to look at regarding sunscreens. Please go and check out the link below for Stylovana. Use the code if you decide to buy anything. Use it, save some money, and get some skincare products that you like. I hope this video helped you decide if these particular products are a good fit for your skincare routine. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you think of the video and what else you would like me to do videos on. I love reading that stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. I love you, stay beautiful, and I will see you over on the next video.